So you want to build an app, but you don't know where to start? You're in the right place. Hi, I'm Michael, and welcome to Dreaming Digital. This is the first video in the series, How to Build a Mobile App from Scratch for Beginners. We're going to walk through every step, starting today with how to validate, because the best apps solve real problems. Over this series, I'll take you from concept to launch, breaking down each stage in simple, actionable steps. Whether you're tech savvy or new to the digital world, I'll make sure you have everything you need to bring your app idea to life. And I'm not just talking at you, I'm here to guide you. You could join our Facebook group, which I'll link below, to get direct support and mentoring throughout your app development journey. Let's make your app a reality together. Are you ready to get started? Let's dive in. Think of it this way. Building an app without validating is like cooking a huge meal without asking if anyone's hungry. You might end up with a lot of leftovers and disappointed guests. We're here to serve up exactly what people are craving. And here's a hard lesson that I learned firsthand. A few years ago, I had what I thought was a groundbreaking app idea. I was so sure it was a winner that I skipped the validation step. Big mistake. I invested months of work and a significant amount of money, only to discover that I was the only one who thought it was great. It was a tough, costly lesson that what seems brilliant to you might not resonate with others. That experience taught me something vital. Slow is fast. Rushing into development feels quick, but taking the time to validate is like setting up checkpoints. It ensures that you're always on the right path. It saves you from expensive detours. So, how do we avoid making the same mistake? We dive into the communities that your app is meant for, whether it's Facebook groups, Reddit, or industry forums. These are the places where your future users hang out. We listen, we learn, and most importantly, we engage. We start by spending some time in your selected groups to see what's on everyone's mind. You may already be part of some of these groups, or you can join new ones. Regardless, try to cast a huge net. The more communities in your industry that you're involved in, the better and easier it'll be to identify pain points. What issues do people keep bringing up? What are they wishing for solutions to? Keep an ear out for phrases that keep coming up like, I wish there was an app for that, or does anyone else struggle with this? These comments are really valuable. They clue you in on what potential users are desperate for. Start getting interactive in your chosen groups by tossing out some hypotheticals to gauge interest. Questions like, what if there was an app that can do this? Would you use it? Or would an app that solves that make your life easier? Those are perfect. Watch closely to how those people react to those questions. If you notice positive and enthusiastic responses, lots of engagement, that's a strong sign that there's a genuine demand for your idea. Keep the conversation flowing and maintain interest by following up with more probing questions, such as, what features would you want in an app like that? Or has anyone used something similar? And if so, what did you love or hate about it? How much would you be willing to pay for a solution that perfectly fits your needs? Those follow-ups not only keep your audience engaged, but also provide deeper insights into their preferences and the value that they place on potential solutions. This ongoing dialogue is crucial for fine-tuning your idea into something that really resonates with potential clients. Someone might even say that they already use a similar solution to the tool you're looking to build, but even if there's similar tools out there that are like the one you'd like to build, that's not a bad thing either. You can improve on all the problems they have or build things that they don't have. Everyone has competition. Competition is a great thing. It's also another tool that can help springboard your success. And I'll be talking about that in my future videos. But anyway, don't just drop in once to those groups and disappear. Keep interacting a couple of times a week if you can, as much as you can. Become a familiar face. This is going to build trust, and it keeps you informed as needs evolve, and your questions may spark other threads as well. Remember, you're not selling yet. You're learning and becoming a respected member of the community. And that's only going to bolster your chances for converting the same people that you're talking to. Once you've sparked some interest in your app idea through conversations on Facebook groups or subreddits, it's time to take those engagements a step further. First up, your landing page. This isn't just about looking pretty. It's your first interaction with potential customers. You can use tools like Wix, Squarespace, or my personal favorite, WordPress. You can set up a basic page. The key here is your sign-up form. Make it prominent, make it simple. Just ask for an email address to start. And here's what you do next. You can ask the admin or moderator if it's okay to post a link to your landing page. Transparency is key to maintain trust within the community. At first, if you don't get a response, you can message multiple admins. Or if posting isn't allowed, don't worry, there's another route. You can subtly include a link in the comments of one of your active validation threads, especially where users are showing high engagement. And always make sure it feels natural and adds value to the discussion. Setting up the newsletter. Now, onto the newsletter. This is where you can deepen those initial sparks of interest into flames. Head over to platforms like MailChimp, which is free up to 2,000 subscribers, and set up your first campaign. Remember that simple landing page we talked about? Make sure it includes a clear and easy way for people to subscribe to your newsletter. This is your funnel now, turning curious commenters into committed followers. MailChimp has a lot of resources and guides to setting up newsletters, so it's fairly easy. Why newsletters? You might wonder, why a newsletter? Well, it's about building a consistent line of communication. A newsletter allows you to update your potential users regularly. You can get feedback on specific features and gauge their commitment to your app. It's not just about sending updates, it's about inviting feedback and creating dialogue. In simple terms, it's an email to everyone who signed up from your landing page. And here's the crucial part. Make sure your newsletters are interactive. Don't just sit back. Send your first real update about your business progress within a week. You can even automate these things with campaigns built right into MailChimp. Set them up so they automatically send your first few emails. The first can be a welcome email, and a day or two later, you can send your first real update. Here's the key. End each email with a question or a call to action. Something like, what's the biggest challenge you face with X? Encourage replies. Show that you're listening. Now, after you've engaged them once or twice, it's survey time. Use Google Forms or SurveyMonkey to create a simple survey. The goal? To gather specific feedback. Keep it under 10 questions. Include options like rating scales, yes or no questions, and 1 or 2 open-ended questions where they can express their thoughts freely. Collecting the data is great, but analyzing it is where the gold lies. Look for trends in the responses. Are people consistently pointing out the same issue? Are they excited about a feature you proposed? This information is crucial for your next development steps. You can keep the conversations going, send regular updates about how their feedback is shaping the app, invite them to exclusive beta tests, or offer early access. Make them feel like they're part of the journey. Their investment in your success grows with every single interaction. By now, you've used direct engagement to validate your app and started a newsletter to keep the conversation going. But remember, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You have to continue to nurture the relationships. Refine your app idea based on real user feedback and grow your subscriber base organically. Well, That wraps up today's adventure into the world of app development from the ground up. You've learned how to tap into the pulse of potential users, be it Facebook groups, subreddits, or any other community. You've seen how validating your idea is more than just a checkbox. It's about engaging, refining, and pivoting based on real human feedback. Guess what? This is just the beginning. What we've started here is a foundation, not just for an app, but a community, your community, driven by shared needs and solutions. In the next video, we're going to take all this gold, the feedback, the insights, the conversations, and start shaping it into a prototype. So if you're ready to see how deep the rabbit hole goes, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and join our Facebook group where the magic is going to happen every day.